Try this one more time, bro. Yo, JB, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, bet. It's much better now. God damn, bro. Twitter is bugging. All right, for the third time, bro. I know y'all bored, bro. I know y'all just trying to talk hoops, but I know y'all bored. Bro. So first and foremost, that nigga Michael Jordan better than LeBron, not even close. Let's get that out of the way. The fucking Celtics should be winning this series, but they literally throwing it away. That's tough. Niggas don't know how to play to their strengths. It's terrible. And on top of that, that nigga Larry Bird about to be out of the top 10. Facts. For Curry. So it's tough, bro. It's gonna be a tough summer for some of y'all niggas, bro. Also, if the Celtics win, bro, I'm so serious when I say I am not being moved at all by Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum's performances. That shit is not gonna move me. Where I have them right now is where they will be at the end of the fucking finals. Because my God, that team.
Why is Larry already in your top 10?
Nah, he top 10. He top 10. He top 10, man. He top 10. He top 10. He top 10, man. But he'll just be out of the top 10, man. He'll just be out of the top 10.
Nah, bro. Larry not top 10, bro.
Nah,
Sadly.
he top 10. He'll be top 10. We can keep him in the top 10, man. Until Curry.
Bro, Larry 12.
Where do you have Jaylen Brown right now? Definitely out the top
Oh, God.
25, right?
No, why is he top 25?
No, I say he's out the top 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie.
Because I got him
Every
28.
single time,
Yeah, that's fine.
Eli brings up SGA over Jaylen Brown, I'm starting to think more and more that he's right.
But I've watched Game 5 like 3 different times. That Celtics team just finds new ways to fucking lose basketball games. Like it does not make any. I've never seen a team. You would have thought they were throwing the games. That's how bad it is, bro. I've never seen a team do this before.
Dude, it just makes it worse because like before the series, I always thought that Boston was the better team. Like when both teams are like at their peaks of like how great they are. But it just I feel like now it's a significant gap. It's just Boston's execution is so bad.
Number zero is a fraud. That's what I figured out. He's a
I
fraud.
He's not a
also think. I also
he's
think
not he's
right
not a
now.
fraud.
I also
They
think
put
right
him.
now. They've been doing this like all playoffs and getting away with it, and I think now we seeing these 40+ minute games. I mean, even on young people can add up because you shouldn't have been in 7 games with Miami. You shouldn't have been in 7 games with the Bucks. And so now you're in another position where you have to go 7 again if you want to win, and now they're playing 44, 40, 45+ minutes. Um, so yeah, they've been making it very, very hard on themselves.
What
Like it'd
exactly
be
makes
different
Boston a better team is my question.
like it'd be different if Boston had like one game where they like had like whole collapses, but in like so many series except for Brooklyn, they've literally had 2 or 3 games where they just collapse. Like
Jaylen
it's
Brown
just
might
so
have the worst
frustrating.
shot
What
selection in the
makes
league.
Boston a better team is what I'm trying to
What
ask.
what makes what makes Boston? I think not. Well, I think because they do it. They just don't keep doing it. Boston has a favorable matchup. Well, let me start defensively. Defensively, Boston has the pieces with the Warriors and really throughout the playoffs. Outside of that Nuggets series where they were feasting on Jokic, it
I
really.
think the Celtics are too big, to be honest. I don't see how they match up well with a team that's too fast and move without the ball the way they do. Y'all can clearly see they're getting confused
When you
after
say they're
after the
too
second
big, what do you
half.
mean they're too big?
Bro, look at them. Like, let's look at them. Marcus Smart 6'4", but look at how much he weighs, bro. Like
What
compared
does
to
that
Steph
matter?
Curry,
Marcus Smart's
bro.
been
Listen
playing
to
elite
me.
What?
Listen,
defense.
bro. Listen
What the
to
hell
me.
does
Nigga
that
Listen
was
to
matter?
me.
defensive player of the year. What
Listen
you
to me,
talking
Bro,
bro.
please
about?
Listen to
stop.
me.
Please
Bro,
Listen
stop.
to me.
you're acting
Listen
like
to me.
they play with two
The,
seven
I'm
footers on
saying
the
no.
floor.
You
I'm
saying
just.
he too buff?
I'm
Like what
not.
the fuck?
And
No.
the defense isn't the problem right now.
No.
So
Bro,
They're just.
it's
They
not.
play with a different physicality. So their speed compared to how the Warriors play fast on the court, bro, their pace is
You do know
completely different,
Boston's
bro.
defense has been playing phenomenal. Their offense has
Bro,
been
their
It's fine.
defense
abysmal.
ain't,
It's the
bro. Let's
Celtics
keep
shot
it a
selection. They
stack.
shot
Let's
selection
keep it a
horrible.
stack, bro. Let's keep it a stack. Let's
Dude, do
keep it
not
a
say the
stack.
Warriors' offense has been good. Please don't say that.
No, the Warriors' offense has actually been kind of mid compared to how the Warriors can play.
No, that's
But at
because
the
Boston is an elite defense. That's the point. It's not Golden State not trying or like they don't got that dog in them. It's literally Boston's elite defense. Like they literally took out every single person in like that could like do something on offense except for Steph Curry when they were running the drop coverage. And Stephen Curry had
what happened
amazing
when they
bursts.
switched? What happened when they switched? When
Yeah,
they
This
got out
Stephen
of
nigga
Curry.
drop
got up
coverage, what
here and
happened?
said
It was
Boston is
this.
losing because they too hefty. I cannot
Nah.
fucking.
I ain't gonna
Oh
lie.
God, bro! I look at the game in so many different ways. I know it sounds stupid, bro, but when you look at the makeup of the Warriors and just
That
their
motion offense
physical
hasn't been
makeup,
shit, by
bro,
the way.
they're slender, they're athletic, they're twitchy.
So
Like,
so so
come on,
Jason
bro.
Tatum and Jaylen Brown are athletic.
No, they are athletic, but to Jason Tatum, all right, I'm gonna give Jaylen Brown
I
as
ain't
a
never
good
heard that, even
athlete,
though
and he's a
Boston got
good
more
take.
athletes. That's
He's a good.
crazy.
He's a good two-way, but Jason Tatum is a. I don't know how to say this without y'all reacting retarded, bro. Jason Tatum is a mid-level two-way, in my opinion, bro. I cannot depend on him to stop somebody in crunch time, bro. I can't. I
I
You
don't
can't.
do
think
know
that's. I don't.
you do
Wait.
know on ball
I don't
defense
think
is not
that's
their
that.
strength, right?
I don't really think that's that crazy. I just don't think that's not their problem. The problem is their fucking offense is trash.
Exactly.
And then they
And
have
second half
they
execution.
what's crazy is that they have the actual piece because I went back and rewatched it. There's a 13-minute stretch in Game 5 where they scored 39 points in 13 minutes. I mean, yeah, 39 points in 13 minutes. They got to the free throw line 11 times. They shot 64, 65% from the field and went 8 for 10 from behind the arc. And the way that they got that level of offense, and they were able to not only come back after being down by 10, but took the lead. And while doing all of that, they had 7 turnovers in that time span. They were still leaps and bounds better offensively than the Warriors were. They lost the game because they stopped doing the shit that they were doing in that span, which is just fucking getting switches, forcing Curry to defend
And
a
driving
point of
kicks.
attack,
No, they
and
were
then
getting
driving
switches,
kicking.
bro. They were
Bro,
getting the
Boston's
switches
like
to help
No,
them
Boston
they
come
were
closer
not. They were
early.
not
bro,
in
Boston's
the
bread and butter
last.
is driving kicks.
No,
They just
in the last quarter, they stopped doing that. They went right back to Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown
post icing.
ISOing,
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, that's
and
true.
then niggas
That's
started.
true.
ISOing and not even trying
That's
to
true.
drive it in like
But
that.
then, but you know why
Yeah,
that
they
is,
weren't
bro?
even trying
That's
to
because
drive it
Boston
in.
don't got a
Dude,
real
and
point guard.
also like to that point
They
of
don't
like
need
you're
a point guard though. What the
Yes,
fuck?
they do. They
Y'all
need
niggas
one,
keep
bro.
saying that, bro. I swear to God, bro. Y'all have to stop saying this. They don't need a point guard if they literally were just doing the shit that we're all acknowledging was winning them the game.
just
I just
being
told you.
consistent. That's all
I
they need to do.
exactly. I just told you they went on a.
Yeah.
Just
Matter
be
of fact,
consistent.
that's how they won Game 1. They won the first game
Bro,
because
the
they were
Warriors
kicking
gave
out
them
and
It's
game
so
one.
Horford was knocking
frustrating to
down the
watch.
shots.
Like it really is just frustrating to watch. Like a team that has all the talent but can't fucking execute consistently.
Yeah, the series is actually starting to remind me of, and it's amazing in basketball how you can have two teams, and one team can be like you can clearly see better physically, but one team just has a
Exactly.
mental edge, and it's reminding me of the Minnesota Memphis series earlier this year. Like when those games, it was like kind of evident that Minnesota had like
They're the
better
better team, yeah.
players, but they just they would start doing dumb shit. They would get up. Anthony Edwards is now taking, hella step back threes, and they're not doing what got them the lead. Like this is kind of reminding me of that series right now.
No, and also, wait. I don't want to go too far back, but to the point about Jason Tatum being like a mid defender or like not being the best like stopper, if you will, that's not even his strength as a defender. His strength as a defender is being a great wing stopper, off ball, like defensively. Like he's really good, like in that regard. So like the on ball kind of thing, like I just feel like it's a dumb point to like talk
Okay,
about
so
Jason
what
Tatum's
wing?
And
defense.
What
who
wing
does
is
he
he
even
stopping
need to
in this
guard
series?
on ball like that?
What
The Warriors do
wing is
not
he
have good
stopping?
on ball point
Exactly,
of
and like,
attack
bro,
players.
like
What
Game 4,
wing has
Jason
he
Tatum was
stopped?
literally looking like Scottie Pippen in the first half. Like he
What
was like
wing
blowing up
has he
so many
stopped?
plays.
Kevin Durant,
Yes,
Kevin
he
Durant,
was.
Kevin Durant, Kevin
No,
Durant,
in
Kevin
this
Durant.
series, in this series,
They
in
don't
this
There's
have
no
series, what
wing
wings.
to
They
wing
don't have.
stop
has
They
he
in
don't
this
have.
stopped?
series, though.
Bro,
In this
it's literally
series,
a
what
team
wing has
effort.
he stopped?
They don't have wings.
Bro, do you know what
Andrew
a
Wiggins
wing
is not a
stopper
wing.
means?
Andrew Wiggins is not a wing.
He
He don't
had
play at
one
the wing.
great game.
Wait,
What the
no,
fuck
no, no.
is
He's
that?
not an
What?
offensive threat. as a wing. That's what you mean. He is a wing player. Let's not get that twisted. But there's
I'm just
no
saying this,
offensive threat from their wings for Jason Tatum to worry
bro.
about.
And even then,
I'm just
Jason
saying
Tatum is a
this.
better off ball, much better off ball defender than he is on ball defender. That's where his strength is.
I'll
So
give
like
you
when
that.
people,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you
But
that.
but
I'll give you
but
that.
Wiggins is not like somebody you're saying we need to go stop Wiggins.
I mean, it looked like they need to, dog. What you mean?
But
Bro,
That's
that's
just
not. But
that was
see,
one
no, but
game,
this
bro.
always happens when you trap Curry. This is why the
exactly.
gravity thing that became a meme for some reason. This is why the first game they did that. It was 4-on-3 basketball with Draymond energetically attacking the short roll and creating stuff like that. That's why you saw
Bro,
the
I
Wiggins game
said this
last
was
time.
gonna happen. Ime Udoka fell into Steve Kerr's trap, bro. I said this was gonna happen. I said this was gonna happen.
no,
They're
my
gonna.
What is
They
wait?
no,
What?
went
my
away
Okay,
issue
from.
is
wait.
that
I'm kind of confused, nigga. Let's be
They
clear.
went away. They went
This
away
nigga's
from
just
that. I
talking,
don't
bro.
know why they went away. I don't know why they went away from
he
that
says Steve
coverage.
Kerr's a
Is
better
Thing,
basically
defender.
what I'm saying.
their problem isn't defense. You keep highlighting defense, bro. It doesn't matter what they're doing defensively.
Why are
It's
niggas
still
pretending like
resulting.
Wiggins was like
I think it does.
Bro,
I
the
Wiggins just
think it
Celtics
gave
shot
does.
gave
selection
It,
Tatum
shouldn't have
well,
mattered
30
anyway.
let me
bro.
Because
wait,
both
let
teams
me
are
be
fucking
clear.
up on
It's not.
offense. Both teams are fucking up on offense.
It's not, but that's the problem. It's not a defensive problem because even when it doesn't matter win or loss, the Warriors, even when the games they've won, it's not as if like they've won because offensively they were amazing.
Thank you.
It's because the two out of three games that the Warriors have won, the Celtics were dog shit. They couldn't even score 100 points. One of the games they scored 88 points. Like they were straight dog shit. In this last game, they started off the game again dog shit. They were horrible offensively,
Oh, 12 from 3.
and then they
And they
went
had
on
like
a they
18
went
turnovers.
they went
And they
yeah,
went crazy.
18 turnovers exactly. Then they went on a stretch where they started scoring at an alarming rate because they were switching. They was forcing Curry, collapsing defenses, and then kicking out to open players. They score again 39 points in basically a quarter's time, bro. An offensive rating of 135, I believe it was. They were playing amazing offense, and then they stopped doing the shit that got them the lead. That's what
I
happened.
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. That goes
Yeah.
back to that point you
But
said
I don't think
earlier where it
they
feels like they just
always
throwing game.
Lo, did you see that Cowherd video?
What
Who?
Cowherd video?
Apparently he
Cowherd.
put apparently he put Wiggins above fucking
Okay, I mean,
Chris
there's no point in
Middleton,
speaking on
Chris.
that.
Jalen
Oh,
Yeah,
Brown,
I'm
no,
not
no,
doing
Yeah,
no,
that's
that.
no.
doing
I'm
that
not
I
though.
doing
ain't gonna
that.
lie.
I'm not
Cowherd.
doing
I gotta
that.
give back.
I'm
I gotta
not
give
doing
back
that.
Rudy
credit to
Gobert,
He's a
and Bam.
he's
Bro,
a
Like,
stop!
I'm
leader
not
of
Don't
doing
even
that.
take
rebounding,
that nigga
Cal.
No,
serious.
his
I'm not
job is
doing that.
his job is to
you
get
gotta
guys like
you
you to
gotta
mention
react to
him
that
in
on the
spaces
second
like that.
channel, Lo.
Exactly. And he
You
keeps
gotta
getting you.
react to that on the second channel, Lo.
All right, so one question. Let me ask y'all one question
Picky here.
on the Celtics side. Who do y'all say is making a bigger impact on the side of the Celtics? Jason Tatum or Jalen Brown? Me,
Jason
I'm gonna
Tatum.
say
Why do we
Jalen
keep
Brown.
having this discussion?
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
It's
Jalen
a
Brown.
mid
I just
off.
Bro,
Nah, it's
Jason
Jalen
Tatum
it
Brown.
is
is
a
It's
mid
Jalen
Jalen
off.
Brown.
Hey,
Jalen
I ain't gonna lie.
Brown,
It
bro.
is a mid
box
off.
score
It's
watching.
Jalen Brown, bro. It's Jalen Brown. I think.
It's Jalen
No,
Brown.
Jason
That's
Tatum is
just
Even
me.
if
still
you're
That's
the
just
boxing
focal
them
It's
all
a
point
the
Jason.
of
way
mid
the
out,
off,
Warriors
bro.
defense. Jason
it's
Tatum is
mid
still
off.
the focal point of the Warriors defense. Until
That's true.
Jalen Brown is able to garner that much attention,
Dribble a basketball.
and he's still not even the
Exactly.
playmaker that JT is.
This is
Like, bro,
so
it's
Nah,
crazy.
noticeable.
Jason. Nah, look,
The
How
look.
off season,
Maybe that
the
was
off
true for the
season
first
really
two
Bro,
played
games,
off
they
the
literally
argument
look
but
that
at
recent.
both
Brown
of
Hold
the
on,
didn't
hold
games
on,
and
hold
they're
on,
play
not
hold on,
showing
hold
it
on,
think
hold on,
that
hold
he's
on.
that
win.
guy. Like,
This thing that Tatum might be the focus point of the Warriors defense might have been true for the first two games, and it is still
No,
true
it's still
that he
true.
gets
It's
the
still
most
true.
attention out of anyone on the Celtics. But
By
he's not pressing those
far.
advantages like Jalen Brown is. When Jalen
Like
Brown's driving, taking on these smaller players, the rare times he does, he cooks in the
bro,
first
he
quarter.
doesn't do it because he
He
can't even
gets
get
tons
to
of
that
Them niggas
point.
are
obvious
running
shit,
He
back,
can't even
and
man.
then
get
he
to
doesn't
that
get the
point. He
ball for
can't
the rest of the
dribble.
game.
Jalen
No,
Brown is
I
what
do
y'all
agree with
think
that.
Jimmy
Jalen
Butler
Brown,
is with the
Jalen
jumper
Facts.
though.
He's a
Brown
running
don't.
back.
Jalen Brown
He
is what
don't
y'all,
get the ball.
he does
no,
kind of have
that
like
who don't get the
the
ball?
driving
No,
style of
I
a
didn't
running
get
back.
to
No, no,
finish.
no.
No, he
Who
don't
don't
get the
get the
ball.
ball?
He don't get the ball.
Who?
He should get
Jalen
the
Brown
ball.
doesn't get the
Jalen Brown.
ball
That's a
after the
He don't
fucking
first
get the
half.
lie.
ball,
That
bro.
is
That's
a no,
nasty.
Bro,
no.
did
That's
you
That
a
is
not see
very
the
fucking
first
lie.
nasty of
quarter
you to
game
say.
Come
five?
on, come on,
Fighting.
come
If
on.
Jason
Did you not see
Tatum
the
anybody,
first
no,
for it.
no, no,
quarter?
no. Hold on, because in the fourth
Hey, yo, Lo, give
quarter,
me
in the
co-host.
second half, if anybody be not getting enough shots, it's fucking Tatum. That nigga Brown
Because
always
he's
got the
too
fucking ball.
Tatum
Thank
passive.
be
you.
Stop
sitting in the
lying.
Thank
Trust me,
you.
they
corner.
No, no,
tried.
no.
He be
Hold up.
sitting
Sitting in
in
the
the
corner
corner
just
acting
watching.
timid. That's his
Did y'all
fault.
say
I
no?
don't
Hold
give
up.
a
Did y'all
fuck
see
what
the
you're
first quarter
saying,
of game
bruh.
five?
None of that matters when you're
Man
sitting here
won't
saying
attack
JB
what's
needs
it
the
called?
ball more. No,
Belichick?
he don't.
What's that center's name?
He is not no good.
Belicha?
Yeah, when there's literally so much help in
He's
the back.
not no
Bielitsa.
fucking.
Bielitsa.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh,
okay.
he's not no
Tatum can't even
He's not
attack
no
him.
high IQ playmaker, decision maker that he needs the ball in his hands more. No, he don't.
Bro, and also, wait, no. Did y'all see the first quarter of Game 5? They literally let
Teams
Jalen
be
Brown
trying.
cook. And then
teams
you know what
Oh,
legit
happened?
this nigga
force
gave Eli co-host.
teams legit
Oh no.
give the like force the ball into Jalen Brown's hands. By the way, I hope we know that. Like teams legit trap and like they want the ball to get into Jalen Brown's hands, but we're talking about giving the ball. Like that's so fucking crazy
It's
to
a
me,
Dude,
mid
bro.
off
is
though. It's
dude,
a mid
isn't
off.
it
It's the
crazy,
definition of a mid off.
bro? Isn't
I
it
mean,
crazy
just look
that
at the off encore splits, and that really just
oh my god,
buttress what I've been saying.
it's
Brown has
so
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Okay,
That's
I don't know why I gave Eli the
that's
co-host.
like no, that's like a
Oh
16
my
minute
god.
sample, low. Low, you let niggas use 16-minute samples, bro? Is that what we're doing
I
now?
I don't I think it's a mid off regardless. So I don't think it
What
really
single
matters.
series on off, bro? Come on,
It's a
man.
mid off. It's a
It's
mid
a mid
off.
off.
It's
bro.
a
Bruh,
If
mid
you use
off.
it, if you using on off and like
Brown
It's
trend
a
break
mid
and all
off.
that shit for
for the
one series, you're crazy.
It's a mid
If
off.
This shit is
It's
if
a
the
so
mid off.
dumb.
Celtics,
They
Who
both
cares?
been mid. I don't. They're interchangeable on a game to game basis on who's more impactful and valuable. I mean, it's just a fucking mid off, nigga. Like I don't know what to tell y'all. It's a mid off.
I know what
But
you
hold on,
mean. I
Lo.
didn't
What
know
about
what
Lo,
you
on the
you
meant,
said
but
defensive
earlier
side?
that
now I know what you mean.
regardless
so
of
what do the
how
Celtics do when they lose tomorrow?
What about on the
Go
Trade
to the
Jalen
defensive
Brown for
side
Celtics
Bradley
between
Beal.
those
and,
two
and
cats?
Trade
think about
Jalen
how they
Brown for
shouldn't have
Bradley
gosh,
Beal
they
lose.
just need to get a
immediately.
Can
wait,
we
they need to
stop?
get a point
Jesus.
guard.
They don't
Well,
need to
between
add
They
anything
don't
Tatum,
to the
need a
roster like
playmaker. They
that.
just need to
Nigga,
They
improve.
need their stars to
These
grow up
niggas are
Okay,
there.
25,
bro,
Bro.
listen,
Jason
26 years
listen.
Tatum,
This is
old.
point
Jason
guard off
no,
the
Tatum
no,
bench.
peaked
Get
already,
better,
low.
nigga.
no. Send
They
that bum
peaked.
ass Jalen Brown to
They
Washington and
peaked
get
already,
Bradley Beal.
Bro,
bro. They
shut
peaked.
up, Cher.
No,
All
no,
they
you
need
don't
to
got to
do
They
is
mute that.
get
peaked
a
You don't got to
decent
already.
mute
point
that. How are
guard
you
off
gonna
the
mute it?
bench.
They did
How are you gonna
not
mute it?
peak
Bro,
already. They're
Bradley
They
Bill is
peaked already,
25.
bro. They peaked
Bro,
already,
they're
man.
Nigga,
fine.
they
You're
They're
are
gonna keep
fine.
saying that
25.
shit
They
Y'all
need
every
a
niggas
time
point
y'all
young
guard
niggas
as
off
get
shit,
the
bro.
older.
bench.
Bro,
The
bro,
Celtics
yo.
can
listen.
The
still win
dick
the
eating is
series. There's
crazy,
just
He
no
gonna be
bro.
drastic
28 in
needs
3
that
years. He
need to
peaked
be
nigga
already.
made.
told me they aged. That's crazy.
I agree. They're 25. They ain't peak,
Fuck
nigga.
these,
Nigga pretending
fuck,
like they the Suns or something.
fuck these
Like,
garbage ass niggas.
Tatum's only 24, bro. He
Bro,
just needs to mentally
they
mature
don't
and
got a
stop trying to
summer
be
league.
mentally
They're fine.
Dave
mature.
Mamba.
Go to the
That's
I
next.
hear
really
y'all
it.
It's
talking
oh
about the
my
Hold
offense
on,
of
hold
the
god,
on. Y'all
bro.
guy.
niggas
You
He's
got
had
to
the
stop
so
trying to
Celtics
be
winning
He
cold
corny.
said
to
it
those
as he
two
fucking is.
players.
He's not Kobe. He's not Bill
What
How
about
Russell.
many people
defensive
honestly
rebounding?
think
How
the
do you
Celtics
consider
should
that
be
in y'all
here?
analysis of Tatum and Brown? There's
What
more
did you?
to it than just how much you
Oh,
score. How
this was
about
a
the
fraudulent
offense,
finals, most
turnovers,
definitely.
rebounding, defense of Tatum and
Gage, they
Brown?
don't
How's
care
that
about
fit into
that.
your
But
Gage, they
analysis?
don't care about that.
they out rebounded the Warriors last night. I mean, last game. They got to the free throw line twice as many times.
They
They
could
were
bench
able.
Shooter.
They
Nigga,
were.
this team is
They
so
made the like.
mid,
I don't
dog.
like.
I
They
swear.
literally did all the things that they were supposed to do to win the game. Game 5 is a game where
Nigga,
you
they
have
turned the
to.
ball. They
They
turned the
should have
ball
won
over
that.
for
They
too
should
many
have won
I
that.
know,
times.
but even when they turn again, like in the span of that span I keep highlighting, even in that span, they turned the ball over 7 times, and they still had a 14-point swing. So even, and I'm not saying turnovers are okay. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is even with the turnovers, they were generating an offense that was so amazing that it had a 14-point swing and it had a 4-point lead at the end of that 13-minute span. The
No, so I'm
turnovers.
talking about wait. The thing about the fourth quarter. And so so Jordan Poole hit the lucky shot to put the Warriors up at the end of three.
Who says it's
The
lucky?
fourth
Mhm.
quarter, the Celtics turned the ball over. This I'm going off memory because I was watching. I'm at the game. I'm going off memory. The Celtics turned the ball over so many times in the next 2 to 4 minutes, it essentially put them down. And they were live ball turnovers, which led to runouts by the Warriors. And so when the Celtics are not able to set their defense, the Warriors are pretty efficient in scoring. And so those particular turnovers at that particular part of the game
1.2
and they
points
were
per
turned
possession
over.
in
You look at
transition.
Smart, Tatum, and Brown all have similarly high turnovers, and I think that was pivotal for them in the fourth quarter in a neck and neck game. They gave up the ball drive in the middle. They got stripped. They got passes intercepted, and they got met by the wall at the rim, which caused them not to block shots, but
Is Mike cut off y'all too?
Damn, he was
Yeah, that
Yeah,
nigga's
it cut
mic
out.
cut off.
Yeah, it
But
did.
but
He
Yeah,
was
what's
it
right?
speaking
cut
at
What's
out.
your
real
what's
low.
your?
He was speaking at
Cause
real
just
low.
He was kind of
I
cooking.
understand
he
what you're
was
saying.
cooking.
I'm not saying that
Okay,
turnovers
okay.
is fine to have, but they turned the ball over 4 times in the fourth quarter. That's not like so much to where it became insurmountable for them to come back from it. Actually, ironically, if I'm not mistaken, the fourth quarter they turned the ball over the fewest times in the game because up until that moment they had turned the ball over 14 times before the fourth quarter came, and they were only down by 2 points after Jordan Poole made that shot. So the turnovers matter, yes. I'm not saying that. What was a much bigger factor though is that when they got in the fourth quarter, they couldn't score anymore. They stopped generating points. Tatum and Brown combined went from like
2
Low,
for
they were
11.
still getting good looks though. They just were that. That's how they are. They have this weird ass shooting variance.
But it's like, and that's part of it too, because like nigga had Wiggins and Draymond standing right in front of him, and Tatum is like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna pull up this fucking midi. Like nigga, I don't know what the fuck that nigga's doing. But
Yeah, the sock selection's terrible.
Tatum think
yeah,
he Kobe.
it's terrible.
Nigga's
But
a
Oh,
but
peanut brain.
again,
He think he
in
can hit all
leading
them
up to
contested
that fourth
shots.
quarter, if I know for a fact I can just abuse a Curry switch and mismatch, why would I then decide to just start trying to score on Wiggins and Draymond? That
Exactly.
doesn't make any sense,
Well,
and
Same
one
thing
that's
with the
a
question.
Bulls
much bigger
mismatch too.
problem.
One question. Was I the only person that noticed this for Game 5? Whenever they were trying to aggressively attack Curry, that low man kept coming up early, bro. So that's Jason
Yep, that's
Tatum's
how they
job to get
generate
well,
off
most
the
of their
ball
shots.
early, bro. He's supposed to get off the ball, bro. He's not doing that. So like
What do
they
you
was
mean?
trying
He
to
felt the
attack Curry.
ball
They
all
was
the
trying to
time.
no, I'm saying like, bro, when that low man pull up like that, bro, get off the ball, move, go, pass it, swing, and move without the ball, bro. He wasn't doing that. He kept trying to attack that shit.
In the fourth quarter,
Was
they
I the
didn't
only?
do it at all. I'm telling.
That's one of your better points today,
Yeah,
Josh.
it's a good
Shut
point,
up.
but
I'm high.
and it can be it's a fair point that yeah, the low man came, the help came, they were splitting defenders in the
Pre
corner.
help is there all the
But
time, though.
but I'm about
And
to say,
who
but the
is that
help
pre
is. I was just
help?
about to say that the help is there literally all the time. The Warriors are
Who
really
are
good
they
at
helping off of?
disguising help. So it's
There's
not.
so
It's
much there's so much to distinguish there that like just calling that a flat out good point is like weird. Who are they helping off of? Where
They've
who
been
but
is
it's
low
they
not.
key
It's
helping?
not.
disrespecting
Who
Derrick
it's
Who
White.
is
usually
helping? Like what?
Whoever Gary Payton and Draymond are holding, that's who they're helping off of. So it's whoever they're guarding. I
Okay,
can't recall. It's
I
some
mean,
fucking
a lot of
special.
that game was Derrick White. We also saw Horford too. These are the guys who got a lot of these shots off
I was about to say
in the last game.
it's the same two niggas who getting shots. It's
Yeah, it's the
Derek
same
White and
two
Al
dudes.
Horford.
But
The
if
even
same
if
y'all
niggas.
there's
can
pre
remember,
help, you can
Draymond
still
said
attack
Derek
a
White and Al
mismatch.
Horford are not gonna beat us, bro. You heard him say that after game 1.
They beat him in game one. What the fuck?
He said, I
I
said
mean,
that
no,
yeah,
in
he
but
game
that's
said
1. Did he
variance.
not?
That's
he
variance.
was
Say that?
saying he was saying it wouldn't happen again.
And it
It was.
Or
hasn't.
They
Draymond
were
said
in
it
the
would not
middle
happen
of it
again.
happening again. What are we? I just think that they got a
It wasn't
14
Derek
point
Yeah,
White.
they hit
lead.
8 straight
No,
threes.
the reason why they were back in the game was because of Tatum. It
Yeah,
had
Yeah,
Tatum hit
Tatum
no.
them
Tatum
Yeah,
is
shots
their
but
main
I
away.
mean,
hold
look,
on.
offensive
look, look. Okay,
presence.
look.
Did Derek White
If
and
the
Horford beat us
Celtics,
game
because
5?
in the first quarter when the Celtics went what 0 for 16 from three, these were the two kids getting a lot of those shots too, and Marcus Smart, I think,
Mhm.
right? If
You know
they
what's
hit
my favorite?
those the way they were hitting those in the fourth quarter game one, this game would have been wraps. But that's what I think why he brought up the Draymond quote. The Warriors do not think that variance was gonna last, that high top shooting
And that's
was gonna
fair.
last,
But if
and that's
you're
a
the
good bet.
Celtics, which I would much rather have Horford, Derek White, and them getting open shots to force them to make a decision on what they're willing to give defensively, rather than Tatum shooting middies. Because you know who's really not going to fucking beat them? Tatum fucking shooting middies.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree
This,
with that.
this nigga is shooting like 4 for 20 in the mid
Yeah,
range
I
in the
agree. I
series.
agree with that
That
100%.
But
nigga is
but he's gonna
he's
keep doing
bugging.
it because he
Yeah,
feels
he's
like,
still gonna
bro,
keep taking
they
those
See,
feel
shots.
but
like
Nigga,
that's
him
so
and
that's a
bro,
mental
Kobe.
him and Jalen.
maturity.
No,
He's too much of a
every time they
baby
start
right
Nigga,
putting
that's
now.
not a
every
lack
time
of mature.
every time they start
Yes, it
fucking
is,
up,
bro.
it's because
No, it's
Jalen,
not,
either
bro.
Jalen,
Hey, let her
Jason,
cook.
or
Let her cook.
Starts trying to play hero ball, and that shit hurts him every single time. Like when
Every single
anytime,
time.
every
I
Every
time they
single
start
personally
time.
doing
haven't
that
seen
shit.
Smart play hero ball yet,
Wait, did
but
I
I
I've
hear
agree
been
with Big
somebody
Up.
I've
just
been
Nigga, we
advocate
saying
ain't
for
gonna
that.
more
He has
Derek White?
a couple possessions. Just a
He
couple.
Did I
played.
hear
He
Yeah,
somebody
I'm
he
played.
has
talking
a
advocate
about
couple
for
in
Derek
possessions
White?
where it's
general.
like,
He
what
did
the
it in
fuck?
That's what
game
happens in
3.
general when they
Who
lose
was it
this
calling for
defensive
more
shit.
Derek
Yeah,
White?
I agree with that. I
He
agree
did
with
it in
that.
game 4, if I
Who was
remember
calling for more
correctly.
Derek White? Who was that?
No one called for more Derek White, bro.
Oh,
Think
okay.
about
I
Derek
thought I
White.
heard that. Never mind.
But I have been saying in now multiple spaces that Tatum needs to be a high volume 3 point shooter. Those are his best games. That's his best
I
offense.
fucking agree with that, bro. He need
Like
to shoot like he fucking Curry, bro.
every
On
time
God,
that
bro.
he
That
shoots a
nigga
lot of
shooting a
threes, it usually is a good thing for him and his
Mm.
team.
Bro, he shooting
You
the
can
best
go
from the
look it
field
up.
and
Ah,
three. Out of all his percentages is from fucking three. He just needs to look like he just need to pull them. Like you said, bro.
But you know what's the
no,
issue with
no,
Tatum
no.
too?
Then y'all be
He
like, this nigga Tatum overshooting on jumpers. He's settling for
But
threes.
it's not
and
just
Yeah, it's the
this
way
settling.
he's getting his threes. I don't like him pulling up over Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, I'm
He
about
should
to
work
Yeah,
through
say
the
like
offense. He'll still get those
last time I
shots.
He
saw him
really
pull
he
up on
it's
hasn't
Andrew
really
was
specifically
shot
on
against
how
that
he
many
shoots
of the
though.
Minnesota.
I
threes
agree.
on Andrew Wiggins though.
No, no,
A lot
but
of it
it's
is
a lot of it is, but some of it is, but some of it is in rhythm, like him catching it with a defensive
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, those
Off
jab
those
step
moving.
like
threes are
minus
nice,
the
bro.
fourth. Because I will say this, like
even
Tatum
when
was actually
even when
Tatum was
Tatum
like
became Tatum, right? If we go back a few years when he became Tatum, the elevation of his game came due to y'all remember when he was spamming them sidestep threes? That's when he started going crazy. When he's a high volume 3-point shooter, that is his best offense, and I think it also helps the Celtics offense as well. And
we get in the
he
club.
either needs to be all the way to the cup or probably resorting to a 3-point shot because his 3-point, even his step back three right now is more efficient than him bump, turn around over the left shoulder over Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah,
Like
another
I
thing
It's
for
a better
Tatum
shot.
is
I was
your
just
thing about the
okay.
3-point shot being more efficient is true because when he gets to the rim, I mean, when he actually takes his advantages and pushes the agenda, that and when he finally gets to the rim, he starts avoiding contact, trying to finish all pretty and stuff. See, so I mean, your point about hit the 3-point shot being his most efficient shot is true. But if he were to actually put his head down, put his shoulder down, and run through the paint, it would actually create the stuff y'all was saying with the
Bro, whatever
defense
he was doing with
collapsing.
My
the
Miami,
issue
issue is
is
he
because
he
needs
he's
is
to
trying to.
do
doing
it
that
post
just not
It's
to the
K.
missing
He's
full
not
because
court.
that
doing
nigga
that.
keeps trying to get a bait up out every time he goes up on the rim.
Yes, exactly. That is, say that again, bro, for the people in the back. He's
No,
crying
but
for
Yeah,
every
That's
that's
not
second.
Yeah,
breaking
I
that's
news,
don't.
why
I'm
I
in
bro.
he
the
don't
is
Say
get
back.
that
that.
so
Say it
shit
very
again. I
again.
missed it.
valuable.
Nobody
Yo,
saying
say
that
that shit
ever.
Stop
again,
dick
dog. Say
eating,
that
bro.
shit again
Say
for the
that shit
niggas in the
again.
back.
Yeah, say
I'm in
that
the
Like
shit
back.
again,
Say it
everybody
bro.
again.
knows that, little bro. Like you
I'm in
dick
the
eating
back.
right
Say it
now, bro.
again.
fucking head ass, bro.
Every nigga in this space knows that, my nigga.
I'm
Like
in the back. Say it
who
again.
you
Wait,
think?
no, hold on. What was
Man,
said?
have some enthusiasm on it.
Okay, all
Damn,
right.
bro.
Nah, this nigga said
I just
nah.
saw
This
something
nigga
though.
said that
Oh,
Tatum
I'm
go.
is
in the
his.
back. Say it again.
Eli, shut up.
Okay, bro.
This nigga
That
said
wasn't even
that
me, nigga.
That
no,
wasn't
Nick
even
was already talking.
I'm in the
Shut up.
back. Say it again.
You
All right.
riding right now, bro. That is
No, on
a
God. So,
50-year-old
what do
man.
y'all think is the
I'm still in
difference
back.
between
Say it
this
again.
series and the
Yeah,
Golden State series for Tatum? What do y'all say is the difference, other than I guess Wiggins
What
for
you
His
say one
Tatum?
more
fucking
time?
shoulder.
I said, what would y'all say is the difference that? What do you say is the difference in the struggles that Tatum is having from the Miami series and this series?
That nigga
I
is
mean, he
playing.
didn't play all that great in the
That
I
Miami
was
Yeah,
nigga
about
is.
to
series.
say
I
the nigga
mean,
didn't play that good
every
either.
time says he touches
his
too.
fucking
Oh, y'all
shot
trying to
selection
say he's
horrible.
what? Overrated. Dun,
No,
dun,
he's just
dun, dun,
playing
dun.
against athletic
A
defenders one on
nigga
one.
can
It's a
a
different
nigga can
matchup.
struggle against or
the
not
Warriors do
struggle
not
but
have
not
their
be great
defenders
against
like
the
that.
defense
I
Did
mean,
you
It's
just say
just
we don't have
Wiggins.
an athletic defender?
It's
I
just
said the
Wiggins.
Warriors are
It's
not a
Wiggins.
team of defenders like that. Besides Wiggins and
It's just
Oh,
Draymond
Wiggins.
and
this nigga is
Payton,
That's
like
some
the top
hilarious
defender
It's not
shit.
once
just Wiggins,
Draymond came
bro.
especially
Clay,
with the
in.
I
lineups
ain't
they
gonna lie,
That
use,
nigga
Clay.
can barely score on
they
52.
at most
Stop.
have two good perimeter defenders at once
But
on the
that's
court.
not the point. The point is that nigga is getting matched up on the best, whatever defender you want to say is getting matched up on Tatum. So it
But
doesn't
basketball
matter if
isn't
there's
played in a 1v1
4v1.
vacuum. There's
Nigga,
so
but
many
Tatum's
that's
times
what
he
also
gets
he's
pretty good.
switches
calling
onto
for.
Poole,
Bro,
Say
Curry,
he's
it.
hunting the
Thompson.
that's what
Teach him
he's getting
something
those
about it
matchups
not being
on.
one
Tatum
on
Because
don't
he's
one.
have
the
one
only
in
Teach
the
him
way he
about
can
game,
them
come
bro.
up
team
with one-on-one
concepts.
ISO plays.
The ball
Teach him
just
about
don't
the team
touch
concepts.
the net, bro.
So
Ten, ten.
here's something I've observed. The Boston Celtics are a team of dog defenders, right? They long, they athletic, they quick, they mobile, they got long arms, they
Got that
block, they
dog in him.
get in spaces. They do
That
all of that all over the
that man,
court.
And they got like
But
three fat niggas too.
That
so
nigga cooking.
The Warriors
Bunch
as
of dogs.
individual defensive players can't match up with them. But right now they're winning this series because they are playing better team defense.
Wow.
Mm,
Literally.
I honestly
Celtics
think
got
It's a Celtics half court
They're
offense,
playing.
bro. It's a half court
honestly I think
offense.
I
so.
really think the Warriors are winning.
Yeah,
I
I'm
really
about to
think
say,
the
I
Warriors are
think it's
winning
just
this
the
series
Celtics
basically off
I
shitty
of
Come
think
at
I
me. Who
think
want to ISO on that shit? I got
Bro,
all the
y'all
audio.
act like the
Bring it.
Celtics
it's
just
more of
ass
a
on offense for no
Celtics
reason at
offense thing
all.
than it is a Warriors
they are.
I
defense,
think
and
it's
that's no
the
This
offense
Warriors
to
is
the
defense.
that's
crazy.
no
But
offense to the
Charlize,
Warriors.
Exactly.
That's
Charlize,
just
I
that's
think
just the
what Lowe
reality.
was pointing out earlier is that it's not that they're playing as on offense for no reason, but at the same time, we do see a distinct difference from when they are, executing on offense and actually, being smart, and then when they resort to ISO and Jalen
It's gonna
Brown
be in my
or
mental.
Draymond Green on the top of the key, like that, there are distinct differences. So it'd be
That's
one
every
thing if
team, and
like
that's
the
every team
That's
in
Warriors.
the
the
NBA.
sharks that were making
When
them
the
think.
ball stops moving and the team start when the ball and when the ball moving and player movement stops, every team in the league has okay, maybe not
It's at
the Nets because
2018
that's their
Houston. So
MO. Every
yeah.
team in the league struggles. The Warriors struggle too when they stop ball moving and player movement. And so you got to
Now,
realize the Warriors and the Celtics are number one and number two defensive teams, rating teams throughout the whole regular season. It's not. It's a reason that those two teams are here. It's because they're the two best defensive teams in the league, and it's a reason that the
Yeah, for real.
Celtics are getting stuck and stumbled and physicaled up because the Warriors do that. And Draymond was all in their heads after game two.
But no, but I'm not. Again, I'm not sitting here making it seem like the Warriors are just some mid defensive unit that the Celtics are stumbling over themselves. Like I understand like they have great defensive pieces,
Mm-hmm.
but what I'm saying is that they also the Celtics just have the pieces to try to take advantage of some of the lapses defensively for the Warriors, i.e., attacking Curry and Poole when they're on the floor, i.e., beating them on the boards, and i.e., making sure when you go in transition, you finish strong because you're more than likely going to be the biggest, or even when you get to the paint, you're more than likely going to be one of the bigger players on the floor because Jason Tatum like 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah.
The
So
problem
yeah.
is that they're just not doing those things.
Nah,
What's
6'10"
in
is
Yeah, I
crazy.
still
Nah,
think
hang on, hang
this
on. Let me
all
give
this
you let
all
me
Yeah,
give you
right.
some, let
this
me
Even
give
our
you something.
offense is.
Let me
If
give
the
you let me
Warriors
give you
have
something.
had,
Let me
we
give you
haven't
something.
even
I
had winning
agree
good
with basically
offensive games
everything
though.
you said, but use your eye test here. And so let's go
Oh
back.
God.
Let's go back. Look, you can use your eye test, and I'm gonna suggest you go to statistics.
The
I'm
eye
gonna use
test
both of
real.
those.
Fuck
So
stats.
Wait,
let me
so
talk.
do
Let
what
me
we're
tell you
already
about
doing?
it. So go back to
Tell us,
just what I
OG.
said in Game Five.
Yo,
The
shut the fuck
Celtics
up,
were
bitch. I
coming
did
to
you.
the rim because yes, they have the tallest player attacking the rim. The Warriors bring three shorter players and form a wall at the rim when the Celtics try and get too deep, and they don't block the shot. They make it. They alter it and they miss. And so while
Mm.
you're correct that they have taller players attacking the cup, they have not been able to convert baskets on that because the Warriors'
I promise
smaller
you don't have
defenders
to explain health
Mm.
play
defense,
such a
bro.
strong
They
team
make some
We are
contact.
not
baskets because they
retarded,
throwing
bro.
up
Number two,
We're
my
not
Mm.
favorite
retarded, bro.
moment in this
oh
series
my
No way,
gosh,
was
help
bro.
Al
But
Horford was
even with
Al
what you're
Horford
Pedagogy.
ISO'd against
Yeah.
Steph Curry in the middle of the paint. 1-on-1, Horford got Curry on his back and
Yup.
couldn't cook him.
Well,
Couldn't cook
okay,
him.
but even with
Yup.
what you're saying is fine, but I'm not denying that it's going to be easy to make layups because they have the personnel. But what I'm saying is you
Mm.
just have to make the proper reads when they collapse
Hmm.
because because you're
Right.
with your penetration when the defense collapse, you find the open man. It's not that difficult of a concept
facts.
Curry, show me your
because
mouth.
they
I
were
think
doing it in the game. They literally were in the game doing the shit that I'm saying.
yeah, I think this
Yeah, and
all of
so
this.
what defenders become available? So everybody knows this, and the Warriors are playing those passing lanes, and they're stealing that wannabe outlet
You just gotta
pass
make a
on
better
occasion.
pass.
But you know who they want us to go to? They gave Marcus Smart 5 threes in a row at the end of that game. They lost in Boston, right? 5 threes in a row to close the game because that's the dude they want that collapse and kick out to go to. And so if he ain't gonna make it, and we're gonna take our chances on Marcus Smart winning,
Yeah, but
you
he
get
was
what you get.
making it game five. What are we? We're saying things as if like we didn't. He was making them. And again, there was a stretch where they shot 8 for 10 from three. They made 8 straight 3 pointers. Y'all keep saying things like they can't. They might not make it. I don't know, but they were in the middle of actually making them. They
But
were
no, that
exactly.
already
has
in
And
the
no.
another
flow
But
I
with
thing.
mean, but
making
yeah,
them.
okay.
shooting
To
variance
their point,
isn't
that's short term
sustainable.
variance. Yeah.
Both
That's
of those
short-term
things are
variance.
Variance is
simultaneous.
Short-term variance doesn't care about a 7 game stretch. I hate when we fucking do this, bro. Like niggas be saying that and don't know what the fuck it means, bro.
Oh wow.
Things
Oh wow.
things don't
Eli,
regret things don't regress in 7 game
what
fucking
is going?
stretches, bro.
What is
Like
going on?
Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Stop talking like you had a statistics class in
Oh
college. If
wow.
you
Oh
fucking did it,
wow.
my nigga.
Oh
If you
wow.
did it, nigga. I'm
Hey, you
sorry.
cannot mute me and start talking this BS, bro. Try to mute me in real life, bro. For real, for real. What are you
Oh,
talking
What?
about, nigga?
What?
What are you talking
oh,
about? Short term variance.
yo,
Eli
Hold
niggas,
said
What
on,
we're
there's
hold on,
one
hold
talking
on,
about in
hold
a
on,
variance.
hold
seven
on, hold
game
on, hold on,
series?
hold on. Because
We're
niggas,
talking
Let
about
him
a
niggas,
seven
go.
game
Do
series.
you
Not
know
Hey,
that
bro.
open.
variance
What are you
doesn't give a
talking?
fuck
This
about
eight
seven
straight
games?
threes that Low talked
Not
about
open
is not
shot.
reflected in the seven game series, bro.
but
What are you
it
talking
have
doesn't
about?
y'all been
have to
watching
though.
Boston
You're not
play?
listening to what I'm
It can
saying.
Have y'all been
reflect on
watching
the game
Boston
to
play
game
this
Boston's been
basis.
playoff
hitting
run?
crazy shots like this whole series though. Like
No, the
Bro,
whole
all right,
playoff
that's
run.
a point
The
I was
whole
gonna make. The
playoff
whole
run.
nigga, not
playoff
really the
run
whole
has
playoff.
I don't
Not
always
even
been
the
on
whole
that
Niggas
playoff.
don't
slope in
Not
this
even
understand.
the
playoff
Niggas
run.
be
all
saying
of
shit
that
and
is
don't
fair.
understand
Wait,
how
wait.
it
I
works,
want to,
bro.
but
Don't
let
regress
me be
the
clear.
season in seven games.
I'm not saying it has to reflect the entire series. It just has to reflect the games in which it makes sense to win. Like, of course, like Curry shooting over 9 doesn't fucking reflect the whole series. But when that shit fucking happens, nigga, win the game. So like, if you're already in the
Yeah,
middle of the game
yeah,
when niggas is
yeah.
already missing shots and y'all are in the middle of a run where y'all are flowing and finding open looks, nigga, just keep. Why would you stop doing that?
And
That's
I
all
agree
I'm
with
saying.
It's
that.
a make or
But
miss
also
league, baby.
it's
It's
the
a make
Warriors'
or miss
game plan to
league.
give up these three. Exactly. It's the Warriors' game plan to give up these threes to White and Horford. They're crashing in when the rare times Jason Tatum, not Jalen Brown, really. Jason Tatum chooses to put his head down and try to get to the rim. They collapse and make it tough on him. And then when he kicks out, you get White and Horford taking these threes. And they're going to
Bless you.
trust that variance being on their side. I think we
But
can
it's
all
been
agree with that
punishing him
point.
I
this
get,
whole
but
series,
I'm
though.
not,
That's
and I
100 right
understand
there.
that. But what's even more on the Warriors side is Wiggins. I mean, not Wiggins. Tatum shooting midi because he's 4 for 20. That
Exactly, yeah.
Low,
that
stop
nigga, any
harping on Tatum. Okay, Jalen is shooting middies too. Okay,
Any
But
one
he's
of them
making
well,
them.
niggas.
He's
both, well,
making
really,
them.
Me
well, really,
personally,
both
wait, but
of
can
them,
I say
really,
something?
really,
Can I say
really,
something
both
real
of
quick?
them.
Can I say
Yeah,
something real quick?
both of them
They're
shooting
both
middies
shooting
is
bad
is
Wait,
percentages.
yeah,
Boy,
both
So
of them.
Warriors
that
are
nigga,
shooting hella middies, and
they're
that's
both
why
wait,
they're winning.
wait. I just
Middies,
want to say something
middies
though.
are cooking.
But
I think this
Tatum and
all
Brown be
If
falls.
shooting
you're good at
contested
it.
ass
Wait,
middies.
wait,
Wait.
Mm.
Wait, hold on. Let me say something real quick. Like
yeah, go ahead.
While Tatum and Brown are playing bad, I think it mostly falls on Tatum because like just watching the game, I feel like every time they run that like hot pick and roll and he gets the Curry switch on him, it should be his role to like attack Curry and like make plays for his teammates instead of going in shooting the midi or missing at the basket.
He
Like
tried.
how are
he's
you?
been
How are you?
shooting
That's the
No, no,
He
no,
hit
no,
the
same
no, no,
trap.
floater.
no.
That's
And
the
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
bro.
same
and I'm saying,
trap.
if he, yeah,
That's
and
the same
if
trap
he gets
that
trapped,
Dallas fell into.
yeah,
That's
not
no,
the
no,
even
no.
same
I'm
trap
saying,
I've
he's not
seen
that
teams
play.
fall
He's not
It's
but
into.
easy
shooting
to
it's
now,
say,
it's
but
but
he's
there's
just not
no,
Bro,
stats
no,
to
no,
I
back
no,
it
no,
said
up.
that
no.
earlier,
But
bro.
it's a
Don't say the
trap.
word trap
It's a
because I said
trap.
that earlier, bro.
Okay,
I
no, no,
said
no, no.
that
Yeah.
Wait,
earlier, bro. I said that
wait.
Talk,
earlier,
talk
Say
to
bro.
it's
him.
a
Not to
trap.
start taking
It's an
you for that
easy
shit.
trap to get out of. All he has to
No,
do
no, no,
is
no. I
move
don't
the
mean. Wait, wait,
ball.
wait. Listen, I'm not talking about a trap play physically on the court. You're falling for
Yeah,
what the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Warriors
And I'm
want
saying
you to
it's
do.
easy to get out.
I said that earlier, bro.
All he
I
has to
said
do is
that
make a
same
good
shit
Wait,
pass.
earlier.
how was it something that the Warriors what?
All he has
Bro,
to
So
do is
if you
make a
never let me
look
pass.
at
get off
look
the
at
thought.
look at
Y'all never let me
look
get
at
off
what
the thought.
happens when the Celtics try and attack Curry too much. The
No,
offense
Yup.
gets
There's a
the
lot of
offense gets
backline
no, that's
the
defense
not
on the
offense
true.
gets
Warriors.
Because
stagnant.
no, that's not
The
true.
offense
That's
What?
not
gets
That's
true. That's
not
not
stagnant.
true.
They're
true.
That's
watching
not
The
the
true.
dude with the
offense
That's
is
not
ball.
true.
always
that
That
was
is
earlier.
not
Takes
That
stagnant.
was
too
true.
long
earlier.
for
That's
the
Bro.
offense to
You
That is
What
develop.
been
are
not
The
you
true.
helpers got their
saying?
eyes on
Stop.
it,
Bro,
and
we
I don't think they're
everybody.
I
Nigga,
think
the
converting
being
them
able to
very
take
offense
good
an
is
advantage
decisions.
makes
already
you stagnant.
stagnant. It's a
Taking
Every
bad
advantage
play
makes
they
you
offense
try to
stagnant.
attack
already, nigga.
Curry.
Like
They try to
holy
attack
shit.
Curry every play. Every play they try to attack this man. Every
And
Every
play.
what
play.
their mistake
Wow,
and their
do the
mistake
advantage.
and their
Wow, I didn't know
mistake
that that
when
was a bad
attacking
thing.
Curry is they look to score when they know they're gonna get fucking trapped. Pass the ball,
That's what
dumbass.
Buddy is
Hey,
saying.
ding,
That's
ding,
what
Like
ding,
Buddy
ding,
what the
ding,
is
ding,
saying.
ding.
fuck,
Nah,
nigga?
but they
Waiting
do.
for
They
this
do
Nigga,
Ding,
pass
shit.
the
ding,
nigga,
ding,
ball.
Jason
winner.
Tatum is ass. Jalen Brown is ass. The Celtics are ass,
Bro,
nigga. They
what
don't
are we
deserve to
yo?
be
What
here,
what is going on in this
nigga.
franchise?
Nigga, Celtics.
I'm
The fact
nigga.
that
How
y'all,
I didn't mean
why are
nobody, but
y'all
I
applauding
want to be
dumb
clear.
answers?
How the fuck are we saying that they don't pass the ball when they've had games where they're averaging like 7+ assists? Like, what are we saying right now? Like, they clearly pass the ball. Like, of course, sometimes like niggas got to make their shots, but like, what are we saying? I don't understand. And I'm not saying that they can't be better at times. That's why you get as many turnovers as they have. But nigga, both in like Tatum has 7 assists in the series. You don't stumble across 7 assists. Why not passing the ball? Like I don't understand the concept that y'all are saying. They're passing it. It's just that they go away from the concepts. It's as if like in the fucking finals in the 2000 or 2001 finals when Shaq is cooking, Kobe is like, nah, we're just gonna go away from the post. Like, we're gonna stop posting up. And y'all niggas is like going around the fucking mulberry bush instead of just acknowledging that niggas not posting up anymore. Like the shit that positioned them to win game 1 and put them in a position to win that game in game 5, they stopped doing it. What the fuck are we talking about? Nigga, who mic is? Oh, you got the niggas muted. Get the fuck.
How many assists did you say they was averaging?
Nobody said
Bro,
they
they
weren't
need to
Jalen
post
passing.
up
Brown
on
is
Tatum is
averaging
on
averaging
your
7
pass.
3.8,
assists.
and Jason
I
Tatum
didn't
is
That's a
say they
good
averaging
weren't
number.
passing.
7.4.
I didn't
That,
say
that,
they
that,
weren't passing. I'm not saying they weren't passing. I'm saying
Thank you.
these passes aren't happening enough. Like Tatum, like 7 assists is cool.
Thank
Like
you.
obviously you don't
That's what
stumble
we're
across
talking
7
about,
assists.
though.
But what I'm saying is he should have even more assists. Like I'm
But
sorry,
that's
but
what we're
like
saying. We've been
yeah,
saying
like
that this
no,
whole
I'm saying
time.
and Low called us out for saying, oh, you don't just stumble. But no one's
He
saying
just
he's not.
correcting that. That's
Nah,
all.
all
He
y'all
just
really
correcting
agreeing
it.
on the same points. But look at the
That's all he's
nonsense
saying.
Eli
We
just
all
put up
agreeing
again.
the
Hold on,
same.
hold on. Let me direct
Exactly.
y'all to the nonsense Eli just put up again. That stretch, that 13-minute stretch Low is talking about, as easy as they made 8 straight threes in a row and managed to overcome that 7 turnover ratio, they shot 0 for 19 19 in the first quarter. What are you talking? And then
You're a fucking
Okay,
dumbass.
what? Yo, Eli, you can't. You gotta.
No, no, no,
You
no,
got.
no. Because he's actually fucking retarded. There's no other way to. There's no other way to put
Yo,
it.
nigga, you gotta
Like,
let these
like
niggas
I'm not
talk,
talking about.
bro.
I'm not. When you talk about, oh, they missed a bunch of threes and then they made a bunch of threes. That's an example of regression to the mean. I'm saying that there's no number one. Holy fuck, that doesn't happen every game. Number two, if you've ever been to any fucking statistics class, my nigga, even a 10th grade one, even a fucking ninth grade one, you would know that, that regression to the mean is not something that happens in a sample so fucking minute. It doesn't exist, my nigga. That's not how math works. That's just not how it fucking works. That's legit. So giving they start the game out slow from three, then they start hitting threes. That's regression to the mean. You sound fucking retarded. There's no other way to put it. You sound slow. You sound fucking stupid, nigga.
Okay,
And it
all
makes me
right, all
mad
right,
how
all right,
stupid you sound.
all right, all
Jesus
right, all
fucking
right,
Christ.
guys.
I'm
Eli,
happy you
stop
feel big, but
muting
hey, I'm
her.
happy
He
you feel
dragging like a
big and strong
motherfucker.
when
Hey,
you
let
keep
him let
muting
him
and spitting
respond. Let him respond.
nonsense.
Let him
Nah,
respond.
let him
I'm
get
not
that
You
one
gotta
on
listening.
start
one.
Whatever
better.
this nigga says, I'm closing my
You're
fucking ears.
clown.
I'm
I
not
hope
listening
you
to
feel
a nigga
big
that's
when
I'm
you
gonna
never
when you
been
close
on
my
say
fucking
fucking
sixth
nonsense
ears.
like
grade
this. I hope
statistics
you feel
class.
big and strong, little man. For
The
real.
regression
Get
to the
your
mean.
manhood
Come on,
out. For
regression
real.
to the mean,
My
baby.
nigga,
You know what it
What
is.
regression? What are you? You know how many 3-point shots are taken per game? What's okay? What's a good sample size then?
nah,
The
bro,
Warriors' game plan is to
Back
let
your
you
shit up,
guys
Saint.
shoot.
Back
bro,
your shit up.
Them making
bro.
8 threes a game is not going to make them change their game plan. That's the whole point. What are you talking about, J-Mo?
Nigga,
What are you
Eli,
talking
nigga,
about?
nigga,
I'm
nigga.
not
Mm.
gonna say all that, but I
What you
will
just
say a lot of
you are
teams that
so
playing with
fucking
the
dumb.
Warriors
What
is
you
top
just
heavy.
Bro,
said
you're
did not address my
clouded.
point at
Eli.
all, bro.
I'll
What you
hope
just
for this
said did
shooting
not
like Dirk
address the point,
Nowitzki
my
from
nigga.
the three
Whether
What
this
point are
playoff
you
run.
making?
the point is that bringing up variance and regression is fucking retarded because in
Who brought up
minute
Will
regression,
you
samples.
bro?
stop
Yeah, I thought
using
Okay, I'll stop
stop
using the
with the
R
R
word.
word?
In minute samples, those things don't exist. They don't care. It doesn't mathematically add up. Like if there's samples with like I don't what's let's say the Celtics are taking
Okay, you're trying to have
43
some
straight
meta
games.
conversation where we're talking about a specific thing. Low was like
Okay, bro.
this 13-minute stretch when they made 8 straight threes. I was like, nah, the Warriors are betting against that short-term variance. And then you muted and started talking bullshit, bro.
Because
Shut
that's
up
not
right,
a
but the thing
and
is
let
thing.
the
that
real
Short-term
That's
people
not
variance.
how it
talk
works.
basketball.
That's
Let's
why
talk about things that
the
affect those
reason that I
short-term
fucking the
variances.
reason this nigga doesn't fucking get it. The reason that I muted and the reason I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" is because it's not a fucking thing. It doesn't betting against short-term variance. Nigga, 12 minutes? That's not how the word works. That's not what how variance works. Like you're misusing the fucking word. That's why it's making me upset. You don't know what the fuck it means because you wasn't paying attention in fucking statistics class in 11th grade, bro. So shut the fuck up. Be quiet, my nigga.
Short-term variance is
Eli,
like
11th
a
stop
That
grade,
is
I
muting
have my
her.
exactly what
statistics
short-term
in
variance
engineering
means,
school
bro.
in
it's like
8 out
a
of
college.
8
prediction.
threes?
I took
What are you
statistics
talking
in
about,
11th
bro?
grade. I took
I
statistics my
bro,
junior
short
year.
term what
You
you're
know what's
saying
a
is
good
Y'all
sample
just
size for
move
that
3-point
on.
shooting? 30 threes, not 8 threes, my boy. What are you talking about?
What's 10 threes? What's 10 threes?
Nah, it's still
So
Can
a
we
let's
lot.
just
talk.
move
Let's
on?
talk about something that
this
impacts
Still
nigga's
a
those
lot.
retarded,
short-term
bro.
Still
differences,
a lot.
right? And
Eli.
so that
And
short-term variation
I'm
is
sorry,
Eli,
there's no
impacted
other way to
by
You
say
need
it,
a
bro.
is
He's
real life
actually
impacted by
kid,
stupid.
for real.
pressure.
He's actually
mental
It's
stupid,
impacted
bro.
by
disabilities.
pressure, and we've seen a couple games in a row when I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but at the end of the game, both at the last game, game 5 and game 4, the Celtics offense went to zero down the stretch. Tight booty, tight booty, tight booty. Ain't been there before, and so people try and
What?
say it
Wait,
don't
what?
matter.
Wait, hey, what the fuck was
What?
People try to
Nigga,
say it
tight
I
don't
know
matter,
booty.
but
Ty
that's when
put
things
that
get
some
tight.
some
You start clenching
backwards
them cheeks.
publicity.
You don't flow like
Tight
you do on
booty.
them
And
I'm
jump
they
not
did.
shots.
muting
They
that.
was
You
letting
know,
they ass was shitting
I'm
and
letting that
moving.
little
On
nigga rock.
God, I
I'm
know
letting
what
him
you
rock.
mean, though.
I'm letting
Bro, ain't
Twin
no way
rock.
y'all let him cook for that
Bruh,
long
let
saying
him
that
cook.
shit.
Let Twin
Hey,
rock,
dog, I
bro. Let
understood when he
Twin
said
rock.
tight booty, and then they asses got tight in a hole, and they slid in the bitch. They
What?
didn't even.
Wait,
Yo,
hold on. Don't add on to it, bro. Please don't add on to
Okay,
it.
okay. Too far, bro. Too far. Not every nigga gets to talk about pussy, bro. It's only the
wait,
old
wait. Let
niggas,
me.
bro.
All right. Let me.
Only
All
the
right.
old
Let me. All
niggas.
right. Let me just again continue to address this short term variance. Okay, what you're saying is fine. And I understand. I understand what both parties are saying, but so to address, let me just say a shorter sample size. Like they're allowing them to shoot threes because even if it happens in spurts, they know for a fact there's also other short spurts where they're going to be like really bad, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is, even if the in between that is between shooting 0 for whatever they were in the first part of the game, and then 8 for 10 in the second part of the game. Whatever the middle is, let's just say hypothetically speaking, that's 35% from three. That is more than enough. That's much better offense that they're generating than Tatum and Brown with the middies and trying to attack the basket and finish. Because fuck, even Tatum and Brown not even hitting the free throws that they should be hitting as well, even when they get to the free throw line. So they're just generating more points. And in the series as a whole, I mean, Derek last night was Derrick White's like worst 3-point shooting night. Before that, though, he was like scorching hot. He's like 50% from three, and I know
And
Horford
he's
has been
still
up and down.
43.5%
I'm
right
praying.
now.
That's why
I'm
you can
wait.
say
I
you
can't
can
wait
be
to see
trusted
his
in
before.
Hey,
defense.
well,
Like
see,
I don't know
I
why you
agree
always act like
100% with
you
what
can't.
you're saying. But the flip side, with defensive strategies, there's always a give and take. The flip side of this 35% hypothetical shooting is constant rim pressure, constant free throw line appearances, even more so than they had in the last game, and constant easy
More
buckets
than
over these
31 free
undersized Warriors.
throws?
So if I'm the Warriors, I'm continually taking that give and take and letting White
Please
and
get,
Horford
But
please,
shoot.
also,
please, please play Derek White more,
wait,
please.
can I also say this? Is it variance if
I
it's
don't like
consistently
this.
happening the whole series? Like, and one time it doesn't happen? Is it
Yeah,
still
Bro,
because
stop
variance?
using
Derek,
that
to be
word.
honest with you,
Derek White is getting cooked.
Bro,
Derek
If
White
he's
is
White
not
come
legit.
on the
a
floor, the
solid
Warriors
shooter,
over.
bro.
Let's say a
Stop
free pass
using
to
the
the
word
basket.
Oh
variance.
No,
my
I'm just
gosh.
asking. I'm just asking.
Check out the statistic. I think he was not. I think they're 9 for 12 against him defensively in the last game when he was in. He comes in the game. They
What does
is
that mean?
going
Nine
to
for
the
12
pool
I mean, that
against.
still
They're
doesn't
going
mean
to the
he's gonna
rack
be
He's
that
against
I
saying
great.
think
they're
that's what
nine
he
and
said
twelve
because
on
He
Derek
may
Curry's
be
White.
having a bad
on
stretch.
it.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
betting he's not going to be like Steph Curry for the whole series. That's really what it comes down to. But
So he's
Derek White
gonna.
has been
I think
And
cooking.
that
nigga's been
goes
He's on
back
that
to the
baby
playing.
bump.
point that Dre
He
Love
can't. He
said.
can't.
I
He
don't know the
can't. He's
stat.
unplayable. He's such a defensive liability. He can't play. He don't fit. In
Who?
his, he's got to be
What?
super negative in his
Wait,
I don't
minutes.
know
who are
if
we
he's a
talking
Wait,
about?
who are we
liability.
talking
I'm
about?
talking
He's
about
saying
Derek
Defensive
Derek
White.
White is
You
liability.
such
talking
a
about Derek White?
defensive
You
Uh,
said he's a
liability.
defensive
What?
liability?
Defensive.
He's
Nah,
I don't
massive.
know
I
if
was
he's
looking
a
at some
defensive
film.
What?
I was looking at some
What?
liability.
film.
Nah,
I'm looking
I
at some
thought
film
Derek
of
White
him.
was
What
You were
good.
film?
looking at
nah.
film
So
of
the
what?
problem
How you
is,
lying?
What
How
wait,
you
wait, wait,
lying?
film?
wait.
How you
Time
lying?
out, time
Bro,
out,
what is
time out,
you
time
What
out.
mean the
film?
film in
Wait,
which
hold
they're
on,
playing
hold on.
Bro,
drop and the nigga was scoring on drop?
please
Like what are you
stop it.
saying? What film?
Please stop it, bro. Please
Nigga,
stop it, my
what
nigga.
film?
Please stop it,
In
my
the
nigga.
first, yes,
Listen, I was
everybody did.
letting Twin rock, but
What is
Derek White, a
going
defensive
on?
liability, is crazy,
Nigga,
bro.
they were
Cuckoo,
playing a
my nigga.
defensive scheme where anybody who was defending Curry, nigga, anybody who was defending Curry in the first four games was going to get cooked because that was also a part of the defensive scheme. They were playing drop coverage, so everybody's going to get torched by this nigga. It was what is everybody else going to do when Curry's going off? So yeah, like of course, yeah, the nigga looks amazing when defending when Curry's scoring on this nigga in drop coverage or they're not being aggressive and helping Derek White off of fucking screens and hedging him properly. So yes, the nigga looks fucking dog shit, but that's not like Derek White is not such a defensive liability to where a nigga can't stay on the floor.
He's
Like,
a
I don't know
very
what the
good
fuck is going
defender.
on.
What the fuck?
I'm
No,
about to
he's
say
a
I'll go as far. He's actually on the opposite end. He just needs better help, but they chose not to go in that direction. Jesus Christ, yo,
You
No,
want a
I
But
ain't
I
nigga to
talking
think,
have
about.
the
wait,
Hold
wait,
up,
ball
wait,
hold
and
up.
wait,
You
not
muted
guard?
wait.
that shit.
I
I ain't
think
talking about
also,
Curry,
hold
nor
on.
am
I
I
think
talking
You want
about
him to
also
drop.
have
the
Paul
reason,
George
hold
screen
on, hold on.
I'm
everything?
not
Like,
talking
The
about Curry,
when
nor am I
you
talking about drop.
he was
That's not
getting
then
the
what are you
issue
switched
I'm
talking
onto
talking
about?
Wiggins
about.
a lot,
Because
so
you
it made
get
him look
cooked by
worse.
Curry in drop, that's not unusual.
What
I'm
are you
talking
talking
about
about, then?
Jordan Poole. I'm talking about Jordan Poole blowing by him to the rack like he's standing there. I'm
one
watching
time?
him. I'm looking at a film where he switches on the defender and tries to get outside of him, and he goes right around the outside of him where he's
Um,
trying to keep him from
I mean,
going
that happened
down
how
the
last
middle of
often
the
week.
lane. The
That
Warriors are
no, wait,
nine
hold
for
on,
that
hold on, hold
happened.
on.
12
Because
from
I
the
Hey,
think
I
it
mean,
was.
I'm about to say
That
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 only
happened
happened like
later in
two
the
or three
game, yeah,
times.
because he looked
What are
gassed.
we
But
saying? What
that's
are
not
we?
how
Nigga,
he
you're
usually plays defense. Like I'm starting to think that maybe you didn't watch the prior games
what
where
in
he
the
was like
fuck?
navigating the fuck out of every screen, or like you haven't watched any
What
Celtics
is
games
going
before the finals, like
on?
or any games where he was with the Spurs, or like I'm starting to think you don't know who Derek White is. Like maybe you confusing him with another
Well,
nigga. I'm
we're
just
we're
kind of
we're we're
confused.
gonna go to we're gonna go to Charlize as well,
I
but
yeah, I want to hear nobody but Shar, please.
No, no,
oh
Nobody
no.
but
So
Shar.
I
Is
wow,
was
he
oh
that
gonna
wow.
goofy
say,
dude with the
Nah, bro.
headband?
Oh damn,
I did not know.
that's
Oh,
so
crazy.
I
this
was
is
gonna say, so I
aggressive.
was Eli. I was gonna say, I think maybe so, because in the first few games, that nigga was playing like excellent defense. So I don't know. I know
Excellent.
late, as of late, like the last two games, for one, he kept because they were doing the little pick and roll and they were trying to get the switches. series, he kept getting switched onto Wiggins. So like obviously that's not a good matchup for him. But like to call him a liability is like that's crazy as fuck. I
I
ain't
mean,
gonna lie. Like
I mean, I
He
think
got
the
also has
Celtics are
some of the
Curry
living
got
same.
switched on to
with
Horford and
Derrick
turned him
White
away.
and Andrew
Bro,
Wiggins.
he's
So
Do
actually
not,
I
dude,
don't think
bro.
they're
ridiculous
like
well,
okay.
you
based on
can't
Curry.
wait. So
Oh
Andrew
my
Wiggins is
goodness.
like bounce, like he has the size advantage, he has the speed advantage, he has the strength advantage over Derrick White. But like, so like Horford don't have shit on Curry except size. So like, that's not a good
No, it's not
counter.
that. The Warriors send a
Don't
double
bring up
I
speed
immediately.
advantage.
appreciate
I
you
said that
calling out
earlier.
Curry's
That's
strength
all
and that
talk.
he's stronger than Horford, and Horford has no advantage on his strength
Yeah, I
wise.
ain't gonna
No,
lie.
it's
That's
not
a
that.
crazy
Golden State
take.
sends a double
That's
Nigga,
crazy.
immediately.
That's a
size
crazy
strength.
take.
Immediately.
Shut
She
up.
said size. Is she right? I think that goes into
Niggas don't
strength.
know what it is.
No, but never mind.
But I was
Damn,
looking at
Eli, you caping, huh?
So who y'all think gonna win tomorrow? And I know what y'all think gonna win
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I
How
know
you
who
think
I'm
it's
won.
gonna
sorry I
go
stand
tomorrow?
up for
And
black
look,
women. What are we
and I
doing? You
got
don't
Curry.
vote? You
Bro,
don't?
Celtics get sent, nigga.
Hey,
What
Hey,
it gonna look
That's
like tomorrow?
crazy.
How the game gonna flow?
Celtics
Curry
getting sent
gonna
home
have
tomorrow,
30.
nigga. Tatum
Bro,
is too
Clay gonna have
ass.
look,
30.
all I'm
Tatum
saying
is
is this.
ass. Fake. Tatum is a fake
If
superstar. He getting sent home.
Tatum
Bro,
gonna
all I'm
miss the
saying is this.
game
If
in
the
a
Warriors
shot.
win, this is a fake
Can y'all
series.
calm
Y'all
This is
Bro,
the only
cold.
game I
Tatum
care about this
Tatum
year.
showed y'all who he was when LeBron took that one team to the final. What,
You
two
talking about
years
Yo,
ago?
a
Nigga,
what
are
19-year-old?
you
the
talking about a
fuck are
Are
you
you
19 year
A
talking
talking
about
old?
about?
19 year
19-year-old,
old
Nigga,
bro.
Tatum?
Black
this
That
women.
nigga
nigga
go
had just
way.
turned
Yo,
It's
20.
either you
No,
got it or
hold
you
on,
don't.
hold
That
on.
nigga
That
had
nigga had
facial
just
hair,
turned
It's either
and you
you
20.
get
got
on
it
his
or you
No,
ass.
no,
don't.
no, no,
It's
no.
either you
That
got it
nigga
nigga
or
was
had
you
a
just
don't. I don't
turned
jit.
give a
20.
fuck how old you is, bro.
And he
It's either
dunked
you
on that
got it or
nigga.
you don't. It's either
And
you
he
got it or you
posted that
don't.
nigga.
Fuck
He
your
took
ass.
that
Facts.
It's
nigga
either
to
He
you
don't
got it
seven
or
got
you
it.
games.
Yo,
don't.
What?
what
You
is
don't
He
really
took
going
care.
that
on?
Bro,
nigga to
what
Oh
are
seven
my
you
god.
games.
talking about, bro? What
What
are
is
we
going
talking
Always making the
about?
age excuse for
Tatum
that
did that
nigga. He
guy
don't
again,
got it
bro.
like that.
Yo, spaces
He
Bro,
is
was
so
20.
I've been
Shut
saying
up.
that
crazy.
he don't got it.
Yo,
I've
how
been
many
saying that he
19
don't
year
got
olds
it.
have it? Hold on, tell me, how many 19 year olds got it in? Let me
He
know.
saw rookie D Mitch
I
and
know
was
who
like, you
got
know
it.
what?
Hey,
Nigga, a 19 year
LeBron.
old coaching in
LeBron
Lamelo,
can
prime
tell
time.
you, bro.
Lamelo.
LaMelo
Nigga,
got it.
nigga,
LaMelo.
LaMelo
Did
got
he
time
it.
just
out.
say
Who
Yo,
Lamelo?
took
nigga,
his
no,
team to
wait,
the
wait, wait. Nigga,
Hey, yo,
wait,
respect my nigga Lamelo, bruh. Video coming,
bro,
video
stop.
coming. Facts, facts.
Bro, nigga, what 19-year-old got it like that? That sounds crazy too. Pause. Let me just pause that real quick. But,
Yo, yo.
No,
Hey,
but
Lamelo.
y'all
he's
fun.
Hey, I
Y'all
playing.
already
funny.
made a
He's
video
That
coming,
man,
playing.
bruh.
that
Hey,
man
I'm
and
bouncing
that
now.
man on
Arguably,
the
Actually,
wait,
shooting
you
list.
know
hold
what?
on, hold
Mo,
on.
Mo,
Bro,
Mo,
that
Wait,
is
Mo,
a
hold
Mo,
on.
Mo, Mo.
crazy
Luka
Hold
statement.
on,
Doncic.
hold
I'll
on,
give him
hold
that.
on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Luka
I
Doncic.
just
Arguably,
want to
he
say,
did
What
I just want to
19
say,
because
got it
hey,
like
because
Celtic
that?
that
fans,
nigga
can I
took
can I can I
LeBron.
talk to you,
No, no,
Celtics
no, no.
fans? Can I
That
give
nigga
you
LeBron took.
can I give
There's
you a
He
no
little
took that
something
Celtics
on my
nigga
way
fans
out
in
the
LeBron to
here.
room?
seven
You'll be
games.
talking to yourself, little
Wait,
bruh.
you go what?
yeah,
Can I
Hey,
give y'all a little
even
something out the room?
LeBron couldn't make the playoffs. Nigga, what?
No,
Nigga,
that
what?
nigga
Bro,
took.
Hey, I
exactly.
Wait,
just want
wait,
to wish
hold on.
all y'all Boston
Wait,
Celtics
how did
fans
he not have it? He
good
took that
health
nigga
and
LeBron to
bad
seven
luck.
games.
Pack your galoshes and your raincoats because there's about to be some showers in the TD Garden
what?
tomorrow. Yes, wet, baby.
Okay, but anyways,
Ass.
Bleacher,
Good
get
health and
your
bad
sound
luck.
bite ass on
so
somewhere.
Well, who do you keep bringing up, bro?
Yo, this old nigga horny as fuck, bruh.